Well, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you being with us today and watching all the problems that we face and now we try to overcome the things that are taking place here. Yesterday, we retrimmed the back door. Um, you talk about a mess. Everything in this house has been a mess. We're rehabbing an old house that had been abandoned for several years and was in terrible condition. And I have to say, the guys who did the original construction and who did whatever remodeling they did, I guess they did the best they could with what they had. But there's so much that is done incorrectly and so much that has to be redone for us today as we continue to do it. This door behind me that you can see I'm going to be painting it. I'm setting up to paint that right now, but the trim in the door. But there is two layers of uh, wall covering there. There's drywall, then they've got some of the old paneling, wood type paneling. Actually, it's masonite. It just fuzzes up everywhere around that. So to get the door trim on so that it fit properly, we had to cut all the uh, paneling off around it, as you'll see later on in one of the other videos there, how we had to cut all that out. And then we discovered, of course, that the door, when it was installed improperly. Now, we did not try to tackle that. We had a job that should have taken us 20 minutes to put new trim on that door. It took us over 3 hours to put that trim on that door there. Um, Probably in the spring, if not before, we're going to have to remove the door entirely and reset it because it is put cockeyed in the wall. Okay, it doesn't seal properly. One side is fairly straight, the other side, the jamb is cockeyed, and so we've got a bunch of foam sealer around it and stuff trying to keep the airflow from coming in. So that's another job for another time, but right now we're just handling the things that we need to. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and be painting on this and taking care of some of that and getting that sealed up. And then hopefully we will start on the last wall in the kitchen that we have not done anything to yet and begin remodeling that. So thank you for being with us today. Appreciate you spending time with us. If you can, go ahead and sign up for our, subscribe to us. We really need that. Like us, we really need that. Make comments. I appreciate that. Someone asked the other day if we can show more of the actual how-to things. It's kind of difficult when you're working to show actually how you're doing it yourself. So I will try to make more of an effort to do that. But anyway, thanks for being with us, and we'll get more into this. Well, here's our back door that's been put in. Uh, I think a new used door was put in after the room was built. It's not in very good condition at all, and this house has multiple uh, wall coverings. So we are having to, at this point, cut off one of the wall coverings to let the trim sit back against the door properly. So that's where we're at right now. We're just doing that, cutting the old paneling off so that we can work on that. We are using a multi-tool, which is a vibrating cutter that takes all kinds of different heads on it, and that's what we're using to go back in and cut that. It's been a good tool for us. I didn't pay a lot of money for it, but it's been a good one to cut this particular material with. Okay, we've cut out around the sides of the door to allow the trim to fit in there. So we'll be putting the trim in now. We've cleaned it up. We'll have to paint after we get the trim put in, do some finish caulking, touch it up that way and stuff. But it's quite a mess in there. But we're getting there. The first thing I'm going to do is tape around the edges. We'll be using a semi-gloss trim paint for this trim, and I don't want to get it all over my walls because it doesn't match with this flat white that we put on the walls. So we'll be getting this all taped down into place first of all. Okay, I've got it all trimmed here and paint all the tape on the all around it. So I'm getting ready to begin my painting now, and hopefully that'll keep everything clear and don't get paint all over the place like is my seem like I do that a lot. So anyway, we're getting started here. All right, got paint open, got everything set up, I think, to start painting this. So we'll see how this goes. Got my drop cloth down, which is a good thing. Oh, that's nice. This piece I mentioned earlier that they got the door in cockeyed. You can, if you look closely, you can see that this piece doesn't fit. I think they actually took a door from another house and repurposed it in this place, because on this side we've got a board that's actually an inch, and on this side we've got a board that's 3/4 of an inch, where they chopped it down to fit the opening, and it still doesn't fit the opening. So it's been a problem for us. I'm slowly working my way down to the bottom of this trim and the door, painting the door as I go. It's going to have another coat on most of it before I'm satisfied with it anyway. So it's coming along. I'll show you a picture of it when we get her all done, get the holes all filled and everything. Well, we got the first coat is done on this. We're going to let it dry. I'll take a little bit of a break here, go drink me some tea, and we'll come back and show you when we get it finished up. Well, here it is. We've transformed that big, ugly opening to a nice finished product, trim all around, painted. It looks 1,000% better than it did before. Like I said earlier, we've got to do some more repairs eventually on it, but we've got it looking pretty good right now. Well, here we are at the end of the day. We have the door trimmed. We've been looking at trying to seal it a little bit better. We've got some ideas we're going to work on that. It has a little bit of air gap on the bottom because the door's in there cockeyed and it doesn't fit well. So we'll take care of that and manage with that somehow. We want to thank you all again for coming by our channel and spending time with us. Lord blesses us in so many ways. Why do we do this? Why do we take an abandoned house and work on it and try to turn it into something else? Well, because when we saw the house, we had a vision of what it could be, and we're trying to turn it into that. And we're getting there slowly by slowly, as they said in Africa. But we are working at it. And why does anyone homestead? Why does somebody have a senior homestead? Because we have a vision and we have hope for the future that'll provide us for something better in the long run. So, thank you for coming and spending time with us. Make some comments if you would, and understand that God is in control of it all. No matter what happens on this earth, no matter how difficult things may be, God is in control, and that's what really counts. So if you would, again, like our channel, make a comment, subscribe if you would. We appreciate that so very, very much. You have a good day, and God bless.